Have you ever gotten to the point where you just feel like you're too busy or tired to go to the doctor? Maybe it's that time of year again when you know you should schedule your health checkups, but you keep putting it off. After all, you're feeling fine. Nothing seems wrong, right? I get it. It's easy to push these things to the back burner when life seems busy or when you're feeling okay. But when you turn 70, skipping health tests becomes more than just a small oversight. It can impact your future well-being in ways you might not even realize. In this video, I want to talk about 3 vital health tests you should never skip after 70. These are tests that can help catch potential problems early, improve your quality of life, and ultimately keep you healthier and more independent as you age. It's easy to think that because we feel okay, we don't need to worry about these exams. But the truth is, these simple screenings can save lives and prevent major health issues. Let's start with the first essential test, the annual physical exam. This one might sound a bit basic, but hear me out. As we age, our bodies change, and a simple checkup can help catch things early that we might not notice ourselves. High blood pressure, diabetes, and even early signs of heart disease can often fly under the radar in the beginning. We're not always aware of these things because they don't always come with noticeable symptoms. A routine physical exam typically includes a blood pressure check, a review of your medications, and a thorough review of any changes in your health since your last visit. This test also allows your doctor to assess your general health and ensure that you're up to date on necessary vaccinations. In addition, your doctor might recommend additional screenings based on your medical history or lifestyle, such as blood tests to check for cholesterol levels, kidney function, or diabetes. One of the most important reasons for this annual visit is that it can help identify risk factors that you might not be aware of. For instance, high blood pressure often doesn't present noticeable symptoms, but it can lead to serious problems like heart attack, stroke, or kidney disease if left untreated. Catching it early with a routine checkup can save you from much more serious complications down the line. Another crucial aspect of this exam is your medication review. As we get older, we tend to accumulate prescriptions, and sometimes it's easy to forget what each one is for or how they might interact with each other. A doctor can help you understand your medications better, check if any need to be adjusted, or even recommend stopping medications that you no longer need. It's always a good idea to go over your medications with your healthcare provider at least once a year, especially if you've had changes in your health or are starting new treatments. Now, let's talk about the second essential test, bone density screening. You may not be thinking about your bones very often, but after 70, keeping your bones strong becomes increasingly important. Osteoporosis, a condition where your bones become weak and brittle, is a common problem as we age. It often doesn't show any symptoms until a fracture occurs, and by then, it may be too late to prevent further damage. Bone density tests, often done through a painless and quick procedure called a DEXA scan, measure the strength and density of your bones. This test helps identify whether you're at risk for fractures or osteoporosis and can guide your doctor in recommending preventative measures. Osteoporosis is more common in women, but men are also at risk. If you have any risk factors, such as a family history of osteoporosis, smoking, or low calcium intake. A bone density test is an essential part of your yearly health routine. Taking steps to prevent fractures is crucial because bone breaks or fractures, especially in older adults, can be life-altering. They often lead to extended hospital stays, surgery, and long recovery times. By having a bone density test and taking proactive measures, you can maintain your independence and reduce your risk of falling and breaking a bone. A simple change in your diet, such as increasing your intake of calcium and vitamin D, or taking prescribed medications if necessary, can help keep your bones strong and healthy. Your doctor can also recommend weight-bearing exercises like walking or strength training to improve your bone density and prevent osteoporosis. Now that we've covered the importance of physical exams and bone density screenings, let's talk about the third health test that is crucial for seniors: colorectal cancer screening. This is one that many people tend to shy away from, but let me assure you, it's incredibly important. Colorectal cancer is one of the most common cancers in older adults, and early detection can make all the difference in treatment, success, and recovery. Colorectal cancer screenings can be done in several ways. The most common methods are a colonoscopy, where a doctor examines the colon with a small camera, or stool tests that check for signs of cancerous cells. These tests are generally recommended starting at age 50, but once you reach 70, the frequency of screenings might change depending on your health and family history. If you're at high risk for colorectal cancer due to family history or previous polyps, your doctor might suggest more frequent screenings. Screening for colorectal cancer is one of the most effective ways to catch the disease early, before symptoms even appear. Even if you're not experiencing any digestive issues or discomfort, having regular screenings can help identify potential problems early when treatment is most effective. Polyps, which are abnormal growths in the colon, can often be removed before they become cancerous, which is why early detection is so crucial. Now that we've covered the importance of physical exams, bone density tests, and colorectal cancer screenings, we've tackled the first three essential health tests that every senior over 70 should prioritize. These simple, preventative tests can be a game changer in your overall health and longevity. In the next part, we'll dive deeper into some of the benefits of regular screenings and how they can enhance your overall well-being. Stay with me as we explore how staying on top of your health can lead to a longer, healthier, and more independent life. Now that we've discussed the three essential health tests, annual physical exams, bone density screenings, and colorectal cancer screenings, let's take a deeper dive into why these tests matter so much and how they can make a significant difference in your quality of life. First, let's talk a little more about the annual physical exam. This test isn't just about checking your vitals or reviewing your medications. It's also a critical opportunity to discuss your overall lifestyle, health goals, and any changes you might be experiencing. Often, as we age, we experience subtle shifts in our bodies that we might dismiss as just part of getting older, like feeling more fatigued, having trouble sleeping, or noticing changes in our vision or memory. These issues can sometimes be indicative of underlying health concerns, but they're not always things we think to bring up on our own. That's where your doctor's input is invaluable. For instance, you might mention feeling more tired than usual, and your doctor could recognize that it might be due to an undiagnosed thyroid issue or anemia. It could be as simple as a vitamin deficiency or something more complex, but the key is that your doctor will be able to identify these potential problems early and help you address them before they become bigger issues. Many chronic conditions, like high cholesterol or type 2 diabetes, can develop slowly and may not show obvious symptoms at first, but they can be detected through blood work during your physical exam. Detecting them early gives you a much better chance at managing or even reversing the condition. Having an annual physical exam also allows your healthcare provider to keep track of your medical history over time. As you get older, the likelihood of having multiple health conditions increases, and it's important to have someone keeping track of everything. This can help your doctor notice any patterns, evaluate how your body is responding to treatment, and make sure you're getting the most up-to-date advice on managing your health. Next, let's return to bone density screenings. We know that osteoporosis and weak bones are common as we age, but what's crucial here is understanding the potential risks that come with it. A lot of people assume that bone loss only becomes a concern once they've experienced a fall or fracture, but the truth is, osteoporosis can be developing long before those things happen. And by the time you break a bone, it's already too late to reverse that loss. But the good news is that if you catch it early, there's so much you can do to slow down bone loss and even rebuild bone strength. The bone density test is a simple and effective way to measure whether you're at risk, and it allows you to take proactive steps, such as taking calcium and vitamin D supplements, adjusting your diet, or increasing your physical activity. Weight-bearing exercises, such as walking, jogging, or strength training, can also be highly effective in improving bone density and preventing fractures. But what's often overlooked is how much of an impact this has on independence. Strong bones help keep you moving, whether that's walking to the store, playing with your grandchildren, or simply enjoying the activities that bring you joy. If you don't get a bone density test and osteoporosis goes undetected, you might be putting yourself at risk of significant health problems later on. And I'm sure you can agree. Maintaining your independence is one of the most empowering things you can do as you age. Now, moving on to colorectal cancer screenings. This is a big one, and I know it's not always a comfortable subject to talk about, but it's crucial. Colorectal cancer is the second leading cause of cancer-related deaths in the United States, but it doesn't have to be a death sentence. The real problem is that many people don't get screened regularly, which means they miss out on early detection that could save their lives. What makes colorectal cancer so insidious is that it often doesn't show symptoms in the early stages. You could feel perfectly fine, and then one day, a cancerous growth could have developed over time, causing a more serious problem. The great thing is that early detection, which is exactly what these screenings provide, can lead to a higher chance of successful treatment. It's one of those situations where the earlier, the better. If polyps are found, they can often be removed during the screening itself before they turn into cancer. This simple test can literally prevent cancer before it even develops. You might be wondering, do I really need to worry if I'm not feeling any symptoms? The answer is yes. Many people don't experience symptoms until the cancer is more advanced. Having regular screenings, whether it's a colonoscopy or a stool test, allows you to catch potential issues early when they're most treatable. For those who have a family history of colorectal cancer or certain risk factors, such as a history of polyps or inflammatory bowel disease, screenings should be even more of a priority. And it's never too late to start. If you're over 70, your doctor will help you determine the most appropriate screening method and how often you need to get tested. Getting these screenings regularly can give you peace of mind and protect you from a potentially life-threatening illness down the road. Now that we've explored why these three vital tests, physical exams, bone density screenings, and colorectal cancer screenings, are so important, let's think about the bigger picture. These health tests don't just help identify problems before they become serious. They also empower you to take control of your health. Having this information gives you the ability to make informed decisions and take the necessary steps to feel your best, stay independent, and live a longer, healthier life. In the final part of this video, we'll talk about the lasting benefits of these screenings and why making them a regular part of your health routine can dramatically improve your quality of life. Stay tuned. Now that we've gone over the critical health tests you should never skip after 70, physical exams, bone density screenings, and colorectal cancer screenings, let's take a moment to understand the lasting impact these tests can have on your life. It's easy to view these screenings as just another appointment on the calendar, something you have to do because your doctor said so. But the truth is, these tests are so much more than that. They're about empowerment, prevention, and peace of mind. The most important thing to remember is that these tests help catch problems early. Many health conditions, especially those that are age-related, develop gradually. Often, there are no obvious symptoms in the early stages, which is why regular screenings are so essential. For example, high blood pressure or high cholesterol might not cause noticeable discomfort, but left unchecked, they can lead to serious health issues like heart disease or stroke. By getting an annual physical exam, you can ensure that these hidden risks are detected early and managed appropriately. Similarly, bone density screenings allow you to monitor your bone health long before you experience a fracture or fall. Osteoporosis may not show any symptoms until you've already lost significant bone mass, which is why staying ahead of it with regular testing is crucial. By making small changes to your diet, exercise routine, or taking prescribed medications, you can keep your bones strong and avoid the kind of fractures that can drastically affect your independence and mobility. Staying active and strong helps you enjoy life to the fullest without the fear of a fall disrupting your day-to-day activities. When it comes to colorectal cancer screenings, early detection is life-saving. Colorectal cancer often develops without any symptoms, so by the time you notice a change, the disease could be at an advanced stage. But with regular screenings, you're not just identifying cancer early, you're preventing it altogether. Colon polyps, which can lead to cancer, are easily detected during a colonoscopy and removed right then and there. The simple act of getting a screening could prevent a serious illness and ensure that you're able to continue living life on your own terms, without the shadow of an undetected health issue hanging over you. One of the most empowering things about these tests is that they give you the information you need to make informed choices about your health. Armed with the knowledge of where you stand, you can take action. Whether that's through making lifestyle changes, getting the right treatment, or even just gaining peace of mind, knowing that you're doing everything you can to protect your future makes all the difference. It's about taking control of your health, rather than letting age-related issues control you. And the beauty of these screenings is that they don't require drastic changes or uncomfortable procedures. Annual physical exams, bone density tests, and colorectal screenings are simple, routine steps that fit into your regular healthcare visits. They're quick, relatively painless, and most importantly, effective. These tests have the potential to add years to your life by identifying problems early when they're most treatable. Now, I know that some of you might be thinking, but I feel fine. Why should I worry about these tests if I don't have any symptoms? That's a very valid question, and I completely understand. Many of us don't want to focus on health problems when we feel good. But the reality is, these tests are preventive. They're not just for when something goes wrong. They're for making sure that nothing does. It's about ensuring that you stay healthy and active as you age, and that you're prepared for anything that may come your way. Think of it like keeping up with routine maintenance on your car. You wouldn't wait until the engine fails to take it to the mechanic, right? The same principle applies to your body. Regular checkups keep everything running smoothly. So, if you haven't had these tests in a while, I strongly encourage you to schedule them. And if you're already having them done, great job. You're taking control of your health and ensuring that you're doing everything you can to stay strong, independent, and vibrant. If you have any concerns or fears about these tests, don't hesitate to talk to your doctor. They're there to support you and make sure that you're comfortable with every step of the process. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on what these health tests really represent. They're not just medical appointments. They're opportunities to protect your health, boost your confidence, and continue living the life you love, with fewer worries about what's happening inside your body. They're about ensuring that you're here for the moments that matter. Whether that's spending time with loved ones, traveling, pursuing hobbies, or simply enjoying the beauty of each day. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video has inspired you to prioritize these essential health tests. Remember, it's never too late to take charge of your health, and every step you take towards staying proactive now will benefit you for years to come. If you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to the channel for more tips and advice on living your best life at any age. And if you have any questions or comments, drop them below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Here's to living a long, healthy, and happy life, taking care of yourself every step of the way. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.